Today is a big day for my first guest. He is talking publicly for the first time about a secret life that millions of his fans knew nothing about. Offstage, Backstreet Boy A.J. McClain was battling for his life. At just 14 years old, A.J. McClain became a member of the Backstreet Boys, one of the most popular boy bands in history. A.J. was living a dream, performing to sold-out crowds of screaming young girls all over the world. When he stopped by our show, he told me that his life was too good to be true.
It's like all of our dreams come true, and our fans are great.
But sudden fame, money, and temptations became too much for him to handle. And soon A.J., known as the bad boy of the Backstreet Boys, started living up to his reputation. He started drinking, doing drugs until all hours of the night. While making the music video for the song The Call, he tried cocaine for the first time. He says after that, he was hooked. Eventually, his partying turned into an addiction he could no longer control. His problem was causing a rift in the group. A.J. would show up late to rehearsals and sometimes not at all. At the height of his addiction, every single day he was drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels, using excessive amounts of cocaine, and taking 2 to 3 pills to help him sleep. On the MTV show TRL, the Backstreet Boys, missing their 5th member, finally came clean with A.J.'s problems.
A.J. is going to receive treatment for depression, anxiety, and his excessive consumption of alcohol.
And this is going to be for how long?
Initially for 30 days.
Please welcome A.J. McClain. I say no to drugs.
Yes, I say no to drugs.
You now do that for 1 solid year?
1 solid year now, yes.
1 solid year. How hard has it been?
It's got its ups and downs. I mean, you know, I didn't really work my program the first time I got sober, which is going to automatically stop the process. Your chances of relapse are much higher. And I relapsed, and now I have a year again sober.
Now, would you say it's harder? I know it's got to be difficult no matter who you are, but if you're living a lifestyle as a rock and roll idol,
right,
I would think it would be tougher.
It is. I mean,
because you're in an environment where you can get it easily, you have the money to get it.
It's a lot more accessible doing what I do for a living. Any city and state that you go to, if you have connections, when you're a drug addict and you're an alcoholic, you make connections in every city that you go to, so you know when you get there, you make the phone call before or after the show, and you get whatever you're going to get.
When did you first start using?
First started using drugs the night of the call video shoot. That was the first time I tried cocaine. We had our individual call times were in the evening. So we had, the entire video shoot was meant to be shot in the evening. So we all had call times, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And we only shot once as a group, which was the very final scene in the video. Everyone else shot individually. I went out that night for my solo shot, had a couple drinks that night, went back to my hotel room, passed out for like an hour, had to wake up, and I was completely groggy. And a friend of mine that was in the hotel room with me said, look, I've got some coke. If you want to pick me up, just do 2 bumps and, you know, whatnot.
And you'd never done coke before?
No. And